Today's lesson is called Keeping You on Your Toes with Body Idioms. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
I'm Roger, and today we're going to talk about the body, that thing we live in with the head. How's it go? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And every part of the body seems to have some kind of saying or expression or idiom associated with it. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to teach you some idioms that are based on body parts.
There you go. I believe the rest of the song goes head, shoulders, knees and toes, and then you go, and your eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes. So that's how the song goes, and we're just talking about body parts, the main body parts, the easily identifiable body parts. And yes, today we'll be dealing with the body. We'll be talking about body idioms. Speaking of which, keeping you on your toes, that's actually an idiom. And yes, toes are a part of the body, so here we already have a body idiom. How about that? By the way, an idiom, okay, that's going to be a saying in a particular language that will not translate well. Like there's a very common phrase in English. It's raining cats and dogs. That means it's raining heavily. But if you were to translate that phrase directly, it wouldn't make any sense in another language. That's why we call it an idiom. It's a saying that does not translate. Yeah, if you were to translate it's raining cats and dogs, someone might think, wait a minute. Cats and dogs are falling out of the sky. Oh my goodness, let's run for cover. Well, that's not the case. This is not a literal phrase, okay? This idiom will not translate directly word for word. Anyways, folks, that's enough talk for now. When we come back, we're going to start our lesson. We're going to keep you guys on your toes with some body idioms, so let's get started.
Keeping you on your toes with body idioms. We've all heard of body language, a kind of nonverbal communication. But the body and its parts are also verbally included in the English language in the form of idioms. These idioms are good at expressing how we feel because our emotional and physical states are often linked.
Hello， 大家好。标题中我们看到单字 idiom， 这个字是名词，指惯用语或成语。例如 To sound like a native speaker, you should use more idioms. 想要说话听起来像母语人士，你应该要用更多惯用语。再来，我们看到一个名词 communication， 指沟通、交流。举例来说 Nina is working on improving her communication skills. Nina 正努力改善她的沟通能力。另外，补充这个字的动词 communicate， C-O-M-M-U-N-I-C-A-T-E communicate。 我们可以说 It was a little hard to communicate with him because we don't speak the same language. 和他沟通有一点困难，因为我们语言不通。接着我们看到单字 verbally， 这个字是副词，指口头的，使用言语的。像是 I verbally agreed to do the job, but I didn't sign a contract. 我口头上答应要做这个工作，但我没有签合约。另外，去除字尾的 ly 可以成为它的形容词 verbal， 指言语的、口头的。我们可以说 Danny was sent out of the game for verbal abuse of the referee. Danny 因为言语辱骂裁判而被驱逐比赛。
Okay, let's get started. Of course, we can talk about the title first. To keep on your toes, that just means to be always alert, to be always ready, to be always aware. And yes, indeed, if you're studying in a certain class, you need to keep on your toes just in case the teacher will give you a pop quiz. You've got to always be alert, always ready for a sudden test. So yes, you're going to keep on your toes today with body idioms. If you have a conversation with somebody who speaks English, hey, they're going to use lots of idioms that involve parts of the body. So yes, you need to be aware of those terms to keep on your toes. Now, here in the first paragraph, it says, We've all heard of body language, a kind of nonverbal communication, but the body and its parts are also verbally included in the English language in the form of idioms. Now, first of all, we're going to talk about body language. When we talk to each other, of course, we use our words, but there are other forms of communication that we call body language. Also, maybe we could refer to those as non-verbal communication. So, yes, body language would be your gestures, for example. Do you raise your hand to make a point or something like that? Or maybe even how we use the words. If we speak loudly or if we speak softly, that might be non-verbal communication. But here it's body language. Not sign language like deaf people use, but body language.
There you go. We're talking about non-verbal communication in this particular situation. It's how you make yourself known to others without using words. You express yourself by way of gestures and stuff like that. Like if I were to wave my hand, okay, that's a way of saying bye-bye or hello without using words, okay? So that's nonverbal communication. Now, body language can be slightly different, though, okay? Body language is how you hold yourself, okay? You hold yourself in a certain way, and then people kind of get the feel of who you are based on that. They get a feel for who you are, how you act, or what mood you're in based on how you hold yourself. My mom used to always say, yeah, watch your posture, okay? If you're slouching, people will think that you're lazy or a slob. They'll think that your body language in that particular situation is kind of betraying this information about you. So watch your body language because you are going to give off cues to other people. And that's going to tell them how they should feel about you, what they should think about you, so on and so forth. But get this, everyone. The body and its parts, body parts, are also verbally included in the English language in the form of idioms. So we have these sayings, and in these sayings, we're going to find references to body parts. But what do they mean? Well, that's what we're going to get to the bottom of over the course of our lesson. Yes, we are going to be learning about body idioms over the next couple of days. Yes, these idioms, these body idioms, are good at expressing how we feel because our emotional and physical states are often linked. So how about that? Sometimes we can use references to our body parts to express to others how we're feeling. How cool. Idioms are like magic. Anyways, everyone, stay alert. Keep on your toes. We're going to take a break right now, but when we come back, we're going to start talking about the first of our body idioms, cold feet.
Cold feet. When someone says they are getting cold feet, they might not be complaining about chilly toes. Rather, they could be telling you that they suddenly feel nervous about doing something important and are thinking of backing out. You might get cold feet right before speaking in front of a large group of people, for example. This phrase is also often used to describe someone as having second thoughts just before their wedding.
第二部分我们看到形容词 chilly， 课文中指冰冷的、寒冷的。例如 It's getting chilly. We'll need to turn on the heater soon. 天气越来越冷了，我们很快就需要将暖气打开。另外，这个字除了上面的意思，还可以指冷淡的。我们可以说 Candice was astonished at the chilly attitude of her sister all at once.Candice 对她姐姐突然冷淡的态度感到错愕。接着我们看到一个片语 back out， 课文中代表反悔、食言。举例来说 The company backed out of the agreement at the last minute. 那间公司在最后一刻退出协议。另外，这个片语除了上面的意思外，还可以指退出比赛或计划。可以说Kevin and I were on the same team to the competition next week, but he backed out without any forecast and made me really astonished now. Kevin 下周要跟我同队去比赛，但他却毫无预警地退出了，让我现在非常错愕。再来，我们看到片语 have second thoughts， 表示改变主意，开始怀疑。片语中的 thoughts 横用复数，像是 Eddie wanted to go to law school.But now he's having second thoughts about it. Eddie 本来想要念法学院， 但他现在正在重新考虑这件事。
Okay, everybody, let's talk about the first of our featured body idioms for today, cold feet. Feet, of course, are the things you use to walk on, but here we've got a phrase, cold feet, or to have cold feet. So when someone says they are getting cold feet, they might not be complaining about chilly toes. So, yes, perhaps you might have cold feet if you go out on a winter's day and you did not wear enough socks or your shoes are too thin or something like that. So you might be saying, oh, my feet are cold, but that's not what you're referring to. You're not actually referring to the actual temperature of your feet. To get cold feet or to have cold feet does not refer to the temperature of your feet.
No. We're not being literal. But remember, these are idioms. So sometimes the translation is not going to work out. Cold feet. If you translated that, you'd be thinking, oh, this person's feet, they're cold. Well, that's not the case here. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this word chilly right now. When we're talking about chilly weather, let's say, we're saying it's a bit cold outside. So if you have chilly toes in this particular situation, it just means that your feet are cold. Like you could say, don't forget to bring a jacket. It's going to get chilly tonight. Okay, so that's what that word chilly means here. Now let's go ahead and move on. The next sentence says, rather, they could be telling you that they suddenly feel nervous about doing something important and are thinking of backing out. That's what the next sentence says. So yes, when someone says, oh, I've got cold feet, they're not telling you that their feet are cold or chilly. No. Rather, they're saying that they don't want to do something now. All of a sudden, I don't want to do something. There's something important that I have to do, and now that it's time for me to do it, I'm having second thoughts. I'm being hesitant. I don't want to do that thing. So yes, when someone says they've got cold feet, they're telling you that they're suddenly nervous about doing something important. And yeah, they're thinking about backing out. By the way, if you back out of something, okay, that means you don't do that thing. All right, if you back out of an agreement, let's say, you don't do something that you agreed to do previously. Like if you break a contract that you have with someone, you're backing out of your agreement with that person. You say that you're going to do something, but then you don't actually do it. You don't do it at the last moment. You back out. Further, if you feel nervous, you feel slightly worried. You feel a little bit of anxiety about something.
I feel so nervous about the speech I'm going to give this afternoon. I'm getting cold feet. I'd really like to back out, but no, I did promise and I can't back out. I can't get cold feet. I have to do what I told people I was going to do. Now, you might get cold feet right before speaking in front of a large group of people, for example. Yes, I know what this feels like. Of course, I think most of us at one point or another have to give a speech in front of a group of people, but I've actually come to enjoy doing that. It's actually kind of fun. Even though I still get nervous, I'm not going to be a fool that way, but still, it's something that I enjoy, and I get cold feet about giving big speeches less and less.
Yeah, sometimes people do say, yes, I've got cold feet, or I'm getting cold feet because of giving a speech in public or something like that. But often this term is also used in connection with weddings. Yes, this phrase is also often used to describe someone as having second thoughts just before their wedding. Yes, the bride might be sitting there. She's in her gown and she's thinking, oh my gosh, have I made the right decision here? Or am I going to marry the wrong guy? Yes, she's getting cold feet. She doesn't know if she wants to do this now. She doesn't know if she wants to actually marry this person. Yes, she's thinking of backing out, or she's having second thoughts. Yes, if you have second thoughts about something, you're thinking about reversing your decision on something. You think that you want to do something, but at the last moment you have second thoughts. You think, maybe I shouldn't do that thing. So if you are a bride on your wedding day and you get cold feet and you have second thoughts, you think, am I doing the right thing? Should I really go through with this? I'm not so sure about my decision now.
Yep, I just found out about his choice of vote for the last election, so I don't want to marry this guy now. I'm having second thoughts, and I'm getting cold feet. I'd like to marry somebody else. Okay, that brings us to the end of this part of our lesson. Let's now find out what this phrase, cold shoulder, is all about.
cold shoulder. It's not only feet that get cold in body idioms, because shoulders do too. If you want someone to leave you alone, give them the cold shoulder. It's easy to snub someone when you turn your back and shoulders to them. We call the shoulder cold because ignoring someone is a pretty unfriendly thing to do.
最后第三部分我们看到单字 snub， 这个字是动词，用来指冷落、怠慢、不理会。例如 Megan snubbed Alex by not inviting him to her wedding. Megan 冷落 Alex， 没邀他参加她的婚礼。
All right, folks, next we're going to talk about this body idiom in English. It's the idiom cold shoulder. It's not only feet that get cold in body idioms, because shoulders do too.
That's right, and of course your shoulder is the part at the top of your arm there, next to your head. And if you want someone to leave you alone, give them the cold shoulder. Or if you want to ignore someone or send them a message, yes, ignore them and give them the cold shoulder. Like the other day, I ran into my old girlfriend in the night market, and I was happy to see her. I wanted to talk to her, but hey, she's still mad at me for breaking up with her a couple of years ago, so she gave me the cold shoulder. She doesn't want to have anything to do with me anymore.
Gosh, she gave you the cold shoulder. That's terrible. Now, you can give or you can also get a cold shoulder. Yeah, the other day I was in the office there, and you know what? My colleague would not talk to me. I kept getting the cold shoulder from him, and it turns out that he was unhappy with me because of something I had done a couple of days ago. I had forgotten about it, but he had not, so he gave me the cold shoulder, or I kept getting the cold shoulder from him. Anyways, yes, if you want someone to leave you alone, give them the cold shoulder. Yes, it's easy to snub someone when you turn your back and shoulders to them. And when you do that, you are definitely giving someone the cold shoulder. You're turning your back and your shoulders to them. And this makes it very easy for you to snub or to ignore this person.
Yep, snub, ignore them, don't pay any attention to them, and do so in kind of a rude way. We call the shoulder cold because ignoring someone is a pretty unfriendly thing to do. I think that's true. I think if you kind of turn your body away from somebody so that your shoulder is facing them, that seems kind of rude, and it's pretty clear that they don't want to talk to you at all, and they want you to dry up and blow away. And while we're at it, I guess we could mention that the shoulder could be a good thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a cold thing. If you give someone a shoulder to cry on, that means that you're offering somebody the chance to talk about their problems, to cry in front of you, and you'll be there for them, and you'll be able to listen to them as they tell you how horrible their boyfriend or their girlfriend has been to them, and you can be there to listen to them and to comfort them.
Yeah, but you wouldn't call that shoulder a warm shoulder. Oh, what a warm person you are. You're giving me that shoulder to cry on. No, no, no. That just doesn't exist. I've never heard the phrase warm shoulder. Yes, you are a shoulder to cry on in some situations when you're being emotionally supportive to someone who's going through a tough time, going through a crisis. But yes, you wouldn't say that, yes, I am the warm shoulder. No, you are the shoulder to cry on. All right, folks, with that, today's lesson on body idioms is in the books, but don't worry, don't fret, the Chinese teacher is on her way.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文介绍了 cold feet 以及 cold shoulder 这两个惯用语。那我们也来学习其他关于脚和肩膀的惯用语吧。好，第一个要介绍的是 be back on one's feet 或者是 get back on one's feet。 当我们说 on one's feet， 它是用来形容一个人站立的状态。那么 be back on one's feet 或者是 get back on one's feet 字面上的意思是指说再度站起来，像是跌倒之后再度站起来。那这个用语也可以用来表达从失败中重新站起来，东山再起。 它也可以表达说你恢复健康，从生病当中复原了。好，第二个要介绍的惯用语是 start off on the right foot。Start off 这个片语就是说从什么什么开始，所以 start off on the right foot 字面上的意思是从对的脚开始，那引申用来表达说某人或某事物它有好的开始，成功迈出了第一步。这尤其是指说你有好的人际关系，那么后面可以接 with somebody 来表达一开始就跟某人建立良好关系。相反的 start off on the wrong foot 就是说出师不利，一开始就给人坏印象，建立了不好的关系。像是 They started off on the wrong foot when they first met 他们初次见面的时候就给彼此留下了坏印象，他们相处的不融洽。第三个要介绍的叫做 keep one's feet on the ground， 字面上的意思是使双脚保持在地面上，站稳脚步。好，这个用语呢，它引申表示脚踏实地、理性务实，它有自知之明，不至于得意忘形。例如 Despite his success, Jack kept his feet on the ground. Jack 虽然有所成就，他还是脚踏实地，没有得意忘形。好，那么第四个要介绍的是Head and shoulders above 什么什么，字面上的意思是头和肩膀都在什么什么之上，这样好像比所有的人都高人一等的感觉嘛。那这就是用来比喻出出类拔萃，大大的胜过什么什么的语义，后面可以接人或者是事物。这个用语可以搭配动词 stand 或者是 be 动词，那我们就可以说 stand head and shoulders above somebody or something， 或者是搭配 be 动词就会念作 be head and shoulders above somebody or something。 举例来说 Dave is head and shoulders above all the other candidates， 意思就是说 Dave 比其他所有候选人都强多了，比他们厉害多了。好，第五个用语是 have a chip on one's shoulder，肩膀上有一片洋芋片，这是什么意思呢？好，其实这个用语里面的 chip 在这边可能是木屑的意思。有一个说法是源自于19世纪的美国，当时呢，如果有人想要找别人挑衅或是决斗，他就会把一片木屑放在肩膀上，看看对方有没有那个能耐，是否能把这个木屑给剥下来。所以呢，就有 a chip on one's shoulder 的说法咯。那么后来 have a chip on one's shoulder 就被用来表达说某个人他觉得受到亏待而愤愤不平，耿耿于怀，像是一直要找人麻烦的感觉。例如 Nick has had a chip on his shoulder ever since he didn't get the promotion， 从 Nick 那一次没有被升迁一直到现在，他都一直耿耿于怀。好，以上是今天的重点整理，我们来回顾今天的单字吧。
Idiom. If used correctly, idioms can make your speech sound more natural. Communication. Animals have many different methods of communication, including by sound and touch. Verbally. By the time children are 2 years old, most of them have started expressing themselves verbally. Physical. We shouldn't judge a person's character by their physical appearance. Chilly. I held my chilly fingers close to the fire to warm them up. Nervous. Ryan was so nervous about giving his presentation that he was shaking.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.